Hey folks, thanks for joining us. We're doing a new thing here on naturalphotographer.org. What we're doing is a little video tutorial on photo composition. This one will be photo composition in the Galapagos Islands with this beautiful blue-footed booby here. So let's go ahead and begin. So we start with our kind of resulting photo here, Les. We're talking about composition, so the first thing that might come to your mind is going to be the rule of thirds, of course. So if we overlay the rule of thirds grid, it looks pretty good. We have sort of the main subject kind of centered in the screen, a little bit offset with that eye more or less around that top left intersecting point. And you have really three different breakdowns going from top to bottom. You have most of the bill in that top third, most of the body in the middle third, and then the bottom third kind of being a little bit ancillary, not really what your eye is drawn to, but nevertheless kind of compartmentalizing the shot. I also want to draw your attention to that rock there in the background. You'll notice that I very deliberately positioned myself for this blue-footed booby shot, so that rock was kind of nestled in between the bill and the breast of the bird. One thing that I always stress in my classes is that I really am very, very deliberate with how I position myself, how I move myself to make the background and foreground fit together. Just a couple inches to the left or right really makes a difference for a scene like this. So of course the rule of thirds is something that we're all quite familiar with, or if not, you can follow or you can look in our section for composition just at the very top of the main page. You'll find a section on composition where we talk about rule of thirds. We also talk about this next thing, which is known as the golden ratio or the Fibonacci spiral. It's a form, a shape that's found in nature. It's very similar to a nautilus shell. There are many, many, many things in nature that follow this ratio. This is not the time to go in depth about the mathematics behind it, but I wanted to overlay the golden ratio on top of this bird shot. It doesn't fit really all that quite well, but watch when we reposition the golden ratio. What this golden ratio does is actually encapsulates the real meat and potatoes of this shot. So swooping down, it incorporates the breast, the head, the bill, and of course the eye. And as you'll notice, as that spiral goes more and more in concentric circles and focuses on the sort of infinity spectrum, look at where it spirals around, right around the head, right around the eye. I always stress as well, when you focus on an animal or a person, you always want to focus on the eye. In this case, is part of composition as well. So once again, thanks for joining, folks. I'm really eager to hear what you think about this new idea of video tutorials. And as I always say, go forward and give it a shot. Thanks, folks.